Every weakness the Yankees have had all year has come out in this game. That is the quote from the great Susan Waldman. And boy, was she right. If you could create a Yankee 2024 loss in a lab, it would look exactly like that World Series loss, the one that cost them the season. Yeah, they went down 3-0 in the series. Yeah, Aaron Judge didn't show up all postseason until game 5 of the World Series. But something about that loss was so perfect Yankees. And I'm almost not mad about it. I'll get mad as we keep talking. If you're listening to the audio of this, I was on TikTok live. And so I talked there, and I guess um maybe I'll pin some of that conversation because it was a good conversation with some trolls, some Yankee fans, some other people. I'll pin some of that to here. I have to piece it together though, so that'll be the audio version of this. But if you're watching this, I mean, this is just like Susan said, everything that haunted this team all year long. And they showed you what they are. This team showed you what they are. They're a talented team, sure. This Yankee team is as talented as any team in the league, if not more. But the Yankees are so fundamentally poor. And the Yankees aren't a team. They're talented, a bunch of talented individuals, a group of talented individuals, and not players who are winning players. They are not a winning team. This is incredible too. Since 2013, the Yankees are 6-0 in playoff series against the AL Central and 0-6 against every other opponent. As far as wins and losses, they're 19-6 against the AL Central and 10-24 against everyone else. So all the Yankee playoff success they've had since 2013 for the last 11 years has come strictly against the American League Central, who stinks consistently year in and year out. Congrats to the Yankees. Um, like, what do you even say about this game? You ruined it. You like, there was early in this game, the Yankees were going to win the World Series because Aaron Judge got hot. Garrett Cole went out there with a look in his eye that he was not going to be stopped. This team took the big lead. The Dodgers were talking about managing for game 6. They were blowing it as much as the Yankees were taking it. The series was over because you go to game 6, all the pressure in the world is on the Dodgers in LA, and game 7, anything can happen. The Yankees were actually going to pull off the epic comeback. And the only team that beat the Yankees was the Yankees themselves. Aaron Judge, I'm looking at you because this is exactly Aaron Judge and Garrett Cole are the perfect example in this game because they were incredible. Even in his last at bat, Aaron Judge hits that double down the line. He finally woke up. Garrett Cole was awesome in this game. Even after that crazy inning, he stuck through it, got out of that inning, still threw almost 2 more innings and kept the Yankees in it. And that's what makes it even more perfect because as much talent and how awesome they show you that they can be, at the same time, they manage to show you how stupid they can be. Because Aaron Judge started the rally by dropping the fly ball, and Garrett Cole caps off the rally essentially and lets the floodgates open by not covering first base. Aaron Boone and the New York Yankees have created a culture of losers. Aaron Boone and the New York Yankees have created a culture where it's okay to make excuses over making plays, and it will never improve as long as the same people are in charge. And by the way, even if they fire Aaron Boone, it's not going to change because it's a organizational philosophy. We don't hold people accountable. We don't value fundamentals. Even after the game, Aaron Boone said, we've been one of the most fundamentally sound teams all year. No, you haven't. I can point to so many games. I remember the last game before the All-Star break. I remember that against the Orioles. Verdugo falling down and Volpe letting a ball go through his legs. I remember it. I'm old enough to remember that. This team failed on every level all year. So when we complain, Yankee fans complain about the failures. When I complained about them, even against Kansas City and against Cleveland, the mental errors, the base running mistakes, the defensive miscues, leaving guys on base, not making smart plays with runners in scoring position, not making the right decisions, not having clutch hits, the bullpen walking guys right when they come out of the bullpen. All those things we complained about showed up in this game. It's the perfect Yankee loss. And why we and this is why we complained about those things, because you knew it would cost this team in the end. Oh, it's just game 5, and you would have gone back to LA down 3-2 still. This series was over. I promise you the Yankees had this series won, and they blew it. Aaron Judge was getting hot. He would have gone off in LA. The catch he made on Freeman's fly ball, like everything was lining up for the Yankees. And then all at once, in one inning, poof, they blew it. And then they strand a bunch of runners the rest of the way, and that's the ball game. That's all, folks. Thanks for coming out. All right, that's all I got to say. I don't have anything else. It's never going to change. Boone's not getting fired. He's not going to start holding the guys accountable. You know, Luis Rojas, and I talked about this. If you listen further, you listen to some of the TikTok. Luis Rojas, not Luis Rojas, Jesus Christ, that's the third base coach. Carlos Mendoza was let go, and they let him walk to the Mets organization. You know why? Because he didn't have the same mentality. He wants to hold guys accountable. He wants to change things. Well, congrats to the Mets. Yankees are only getting worse. The Orioles are getting better. The Braves will be back and better next year. The Dodgers will be even better that next year. This was the opportunity. You blew it. Congrats to the Yankees.